The price of perception. Janelle Bryant walked into Bryant Luxe, the boutique bearing her name, not as its CEO, but as a ghost from her past. Dressed simply in a trench coat and loafers, she aimed to be invisible, just another potential customer. This empire was hers, built from nothing, and today she was here to test its very foundations. The air inside was thick with opulence. Marble floors, soft, flattering lights, and handbags displayed like rare art. Janelle's fingers brushed a signature leather piece, a silent testament to her craft. "Can I help you?" The voice was cool, assessing. Megan Reynolds, a young, impeccably dressed sales associate, stood a few feet away. Janelle recognized that look instantly, the calculation, the quiet judgment. "I'd like to see the new collection," Janelle said, her voice even. Megan's eyes skimmed Janelle's outfit. No logos, no overt displays of wealth. "Of course," Megan replied, her tone flat. She gestured to a nearby display. "You might find something more affordable here." The word hung in the air, a thinly veiled insult wrapped in an assumption. Janelle's gaze sharpened, settling on the most expensive piece in the store, encased behind glass. "I'd like to see that one." Megan hesitated, then forced a smile. "That's a very exclusive item. It's not for everyone." She made no move to unlock the case. Janelle's patience remained, but her grip on her own bag tightened. She'd been on the other side of this counter once, years ago, when she was just starting out. "I'd still like to see it." Before Megan could respond, another voice cut in. "Is there a problem?" Emily Thompson, the boutique manager, approached with quiet authority. Older, more refined, her sharp eyes missed nothing. "No problem," Megan quickly said. "Just assisting." She still hadn't bothered to ask Janelle's name. Emily's sharp gaze took in Janelle, the handbag, the tableau. One glance was all she needed. "I'm sorry, ma'am," Emily said smoothly. "This boutique caters to a particular clientele. If you're looking for something more suitable, we have lower-range accessories available." A heavy silence descended. Janelle felt the stares of other customers, pretending not to watch. She had a choice. Walk away, let them remain ignorant, or remind them exactly who she was. She reached into her handbag, pulled out her phone, and dialed. "Michael, come to the Midtown store. Now." Megan and Emily exchanged uneasy glances, their faces frozen. Minutes crawled by. Then the boutique door swung open. Michael Reed, CFO of Bryant Luxe, strode in with a commanding presence. His tailored suit was flawless, his silver-rimmed glasses precise. Two men followed, a company attorney and corporate security. Megan straightened instinctively. Emily's expression barely concealed her confusion. Michael spotted Janelle, giving her a respectful nod. "Mrs. Bryant," he greeted, his voice calm but firm. "I wasn't aware you'd be visiting today." The silence that followed was long, heavy, wrapping around the boutique like an iron grip. Megan's breath hitched. Emily blinked, her mind frantically trying to process what she'd just heard. Mrs. Bryant, the woman they had dismissed, subtly humiliated, deemed unworthy. Their boss. Janelle met Megan's eyes first, then Emily's. She saw the exact moment realization turn to fear. Megan shifted uncomfortably. Emily's fingers twitched at her side. Janelle let the weight of the moment settle, letting them feel it. Then, with calm precision, she turned to Michael. "Thank you for coming so quickly," she said. "I had a rather enlightening experience here today." Michael's jaw tightened. He'd worked with Janelle long enough to recognize the restrained fury in her voice. And when Janelle Bryant was angry, things happened. "Would you like to discuss this in private?" he asked. Janelle's lips curved into something that wasn't quite a smile. "No," she said. "I think it's important that everyone hears this." Megan's breath hitched again. Emily's fingers twitched once more. The boutique had just become the stage for a lesson neither of them would ever forget. A new definition of luxury. "Do you know who I am?" Janelle's voice was measured, almost gentle, as she addressed Megan and Emily. Emily recovered first. "Mrs. Bryant." Janelle lifted a hand, silencing her. "You had no idea, did you?" she said, studying them. "When I walked in, you judged me. My clothes, my shoes, my bag. You made a decision about me before I even spoke. Megan swallowed hard. Mrs. Bryant, I didn't mean... Yes, you did. Janelle interrupted, her tone even. You meant to make me feel like I didn't belong. Megan's eyes glistened, but she remained silent. Emily, ever professional, tried a different approach. Mrs. Bryant, we have strict policies on exclusivity. Exclusivity? Janelle arched a brow. What exactly is exclusive about Bryant Lux? Emily hesitated. We serve a clientele that values and invests in luxury. And you decided I wasn't one of them. Neither woman answered. Janelle exhaled. This isn't just about me. I built Bryant Lux to be both luxurious and welcoming. What I experienced today tells me we lost that vision. Michael nodded. Mrs. Bryant, what would you like to do? Janelle turned to Megan and Emily. Effective immediately, I want a full review of our hiring and training policies. Every employee at this location will be retrained. She paused. As for these two, Megan stiffened. Emily's jaw clenched. They will no longer be representing Bryant Lux. Megan gasped. Emily gave a stiff nod, accepting the finality of it. The moment passed. Janelle turned to Michael. Handle the rest. Of course. Without another word, Janelle brushed past a handbag she had been denied and walked out. The store fell into stunned silence. The ripple effect. Outside, Janelle stood at the curb, arms crossed, watching the city move on as if nothing had happened. Michael joined her a moment later. It's done. She nodded. This isn't just about one store, Michael. He sighed. I built Bryant Lux to be different, she said. I remember what it was like to be judged before I even spoke. Michael let her words settle. This is bigger than Megan or Emily, she continued, glancing back at the boutique. It's about the culture we've allowed to take root. Michael exhaled. What are you thinking? She turned to him, her expression unreadable. I'm thinking it's time we shake things up. Luxury redefined. The next morning, as the sun rose, Bryant Lux released a statement. Luxury is not about exclusion. It is about craftsmanship, quality, and service. Today, I was reminded that somewhere along the way, we forgot that. That changes now. The story spread like wildfire. Janelle Bryant, CEO of one of the most prestigious luxury brands, had been discriminated against in her own store, and she had made it public. Some called it bold, others risky, but everyone was talking. Executives sat stiffly, tension thick in the air. Janelle stood at the head of the table, hands resting on the polished surface. Behind her, the city skyline gleamed, but all eyes were on her. I assume you've seen the news. Silence. Good, she said. Here's what happens next. She straightened. We're restructuring our hiring and training processes immediately. A senior executive hesitated. Janelle, with all due respect. This is not up for debate, she cut in. The executive fell silent. We're not just issuing an apology, she continued. We're making real changes. Every store will undergo a full customer experience evaluation. Every employee, sales associates, managers, will complete rigorous training on inclusivity, service, and professionalism. Another executive leaned forward. This could change how the brand is perceived. Janelle's gaze sharpened. Good. Silence. If we lose customers because we refuse to tolerate discrimination, she said, then they were never the customers we wanted in the first place. No one argued. They wouldn't dare. A new era. 1 week later, Janelle stepped into the Fifth Avenue flagship store again. The staff stood straighter. Their greetings were warmer. Their attentiveness felt genuine. As she walked through, she saw the change, not just in how they looked at her, but in how they treated every customer. A young woman in sneakers examined a silk blouse without being dismissed. An older man admired a leather briefcase, receiving genuine assistance. No assumptions, no exclusions. And then there it was, the handbag, the same one Megan had refused to let her see. Janelle approached the display, running her fingers over the fine leather. A sales associate, someone she hadn't met before, stepped up with a warm smile. Good afternoon, ma'am. Would you like to take a closer look at this piece? No hesitation. No doubt. Janelle reached into her purse, pulled out her card, and placed it on the counter. I'll take it. For the first time in a long time, she walked out of Bryant Lux feeling truly proud. Not because of the luxury, but because of the change it now represented. The movement. The morning after Janelle's public statement, Bryant Lux's corporate office was flooded with calls. Some came from panicked executives, others from store managers scrambling to assess their own staff. But most came from customers ***, thousands of them. Some shared support, others voiced outrage, and many had stories of their own. Tales of walking into Bryant Lux boutiques and feeling invisible, ignored, or subtly discouraged from making purchases. Many had never returned. The issue was bigger than one store. Social media exploded. Bryant Lux scandal trended. News outlets dissected every detail. But then the conversation shifted. People weren't just criticizing Bryant Lux anymore. They were applauding Janelle. Instead of issuing a corporate apology, she had taken real action. She had fired those responsible. She had implemented change. And people noticed. A headline captured it perfectly. Janelle Bryant's response to discrimination could change luxury fashion forever. Customers returned, curious to see if things were truly different. Other luxury brands watched nervously, wondering if their own customers would demand the same accountability. And then the industry reacted. Competing brands announced internal reviews. Luxury fashion had been forced to re-examine itself. Janelle hadn't just changed Bryant Lux. She had sparked a movement. The future of luxury. A week later, Bryant Lux made its biggest announcement yet. Standing before reporters, Janelle faced the cameras. Her voice was steady, her message clear. For years, luxury fashion has been built on exclusivity, she began. But at Bryant Lux, we believe luxury should be about something more. Quality, craftsmanship, respect. A hush fell over the room. I founded this company to create something different, but I was reminded recently that we lost sight of that vision. That changes today. Camera shutters clicked. We are implementing a permanent customer experience reform across all our stores. Every employee, from sales associates to senior management, will undergo specialized training to ensure that every customer is treated with the respect they deserve. She let the words settle before continuing. We are also launching a new initiative, the Bryant Lux Future Leaders Program. This program will provide mentorship, training, and career opportunities for young professionals from diverse backgrounds who want to work in luxury fashion. Silence, then applause. Bryant Lux was no longer just another luxury brand. It was a movement. A month later, Janelle returned to the Fifth Avenue boutique. No fanfare, no announcement. The store was unchanged in design, polished marble floors, elegant lighting, but the energy was different. Staff greeted her warmly, unaware of who she was. Customers of all backgrounds received equal attention and care. And then she saw it, the handbag. She picked it up, running her fingers over the smooth leather. A young sales associate approached. "That's one of our finest pieces," she said. "Would you like to see the details?" No hesitation, no assumptions, just sincerity. Janelle smiled. "Yes, please."